Hi, this is Mike, and this is an update video for the Unosquare channel called How Safe is Guadalajara? I did the first video like 3.5, maybe 4 years ago, and it got almost 15,000 views already, but some of the data is out of date. So this is an attempt to update you on how safe Guadalajara is. Since I did that video, I actually moved to Mexico with my family, and so we've been living here now for over 2 years. I've been working in Mexico for over 8 years, and in fact I'm wearing a traditional shirt made in Mexico. This is made in the Yucatan Peninsula, beautiful part of the country, rumored to be one of the safest parts of the country. I have friends that live there, and they tell me that you can actually trust the police in Yucatan. They actually call the police when something happens. So anyway, who knows? But listen, when I did that video 3 or 4 years ago, the statistics have changed. The statistics where some of the US cities have actually gotten worse, much worse. Cities like Chicago, for example, Baltimore, they've become a lot more dangerous. In fact, the crime rate, the murder rate here in Guadalajara has stayed fairly consistent at 6.2 per 100,000 people. So there are 6.2 murders in the city of Guadalajara, which is about 4.5 million people. And that's not good. 6.2 is higher than Portland, Oregon, where I have a home and where Unosquare is based. It's higher than Seattle. It's higher than a lot of cities. But you would be surprised to learn that the murder rate in Guadalajara is better than 47 US cities. You can search this yourself on Google and on Wikipedia. Just look at the list of US cities by murder rate, and you'll count 47 cities that are actually more dangerous than Guadalajara. Some of them, like the cities I already mentioned, Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit, New Orleans, parts of New Jersey, there's a bunch. They're 2 and 3 times more dangerous than Guadalajara. So people who are worried about traveling here, it's kind of funny because we'll have business people that come down and their wives will say, well, don't go there because I watch CNN and there's horrible things that happen there. And my response is, well, don't go to New Orleans, don't go to Chicago, don't go to Baltimore, because, oh, I'm going to get hit by a car. So walking the streets in Guadalajara is very dangerous, and I think more people die from city buses in these Mexican cities than cartel violence. I could be wrong about that, but that's what it feels like. But anyway, so yeah, that's the statistic: 6.2 per 100,000 people. Now you can't really trust government statistics from Mexico. I mean, you probably can't trust them from the United States that much, but you really can't trust them from Mexico. I don't. It's always suspicious. I think Jalisco, the government of Jalisco, the state where Guadalajara is based, I think they're pretty honorable people, pretty trustworthy. But it's a statistic from a Mexican government, so how much can we trust it? I don't know. What I do know is this: I've been living here now outside of Guadalajara for a little over 2 years. I've been working in Mexico for over 8 years, and nothing has ever happened to me or my family. And I think that's the most meaningful statistic of all. Nothing. In fact, the worst thing that ever happened to the worst thing that ever happened in my family was my oldest son got his car stolen, his new Jeep. But that actually happened in Portland, Oregon. And it didn't even happen here in Mexico. Hola, buenas tardes. Hola, guys. Some of the Unosquare employees going to lunch. So, hola. Las mujeres aquí en Guadalajara, las tapatías son muy famosas en el mundo. So, anyway, so, you know, there's a website called Numbeo, N-U-M-B-E-O, numbeo.com, and it's actually a crowdsourced safety rating for cities around the world, and Guadalajara shows up fantastic there. So the people who live here feel very safe, as do I. So nothing's happened to me. I've never been robbed, never been attacked, don't have bodyguards. I've never paid a bribe. I've been pulled over 4 times by the police in Mexico in the last few years, and all 4 times they never asked me for a bribe, and I've never paid a bribe. So that's my experience in this country. That's my experience here in Guadalajara. We're now entering the offices of Unosquare. When I first did this video, we had about, I don't know, 40 or 50 people in one office. Now we have over a couple hundred. We have 3 locations in Mexico. Here's the security. Oh good, they're gonna let me in today. And by the time you see this video, who knows how many there will be. Hundreds. Hundreds and hundreds all over Mexico. Hola.
Hola.
And this is the Unosquare office. And you've been watching the Unosquare channel. Thanks for watching.